I'm watching the Timberwolves and the Warriors, teams like that in the 2K League, and they're running plays that we run at GCU. So I kind of seen that transition, or a lot of like the defensive rotation and stuff like that. I'm seeing in practice. I'm like, that's the same in 2K. It's just kind of called something different, or people are doing it without realizing like that's an actual rotation in basketball. So like, kind of stuff like that.
How they know me, yeah. I don't even know myself, and you can try it if you wanna. I don't think no one could help me for forever. I've been searching for that something that'll tell me. Can't nobody tell me, yeah. I'm just finding my identity. Finding my identity, yeah. Who am I? My identity. What's my identity? Yeah, who am I? Who am I? My identity. I just wanna know, I just wanna know, I just wanna know, I just wanna know.
Oh man, so how's your day been, bro?
It's been good. I had 2 interviews today.
Okay.
We had practice this morning.
Okay.
And just was waiting on that series to play.
Yeah,
It kind of folded or whatever. So.
Who were you guys supposed to play against?
So we were supposed to play against who was it called? It's like Short Texas Goon, OMG Don't Lose.
Okay.
It's like the top. It's everyone in the draft pool or league players. So
Okay.
it's like the top. It's like raise your stock showcase. So it's everyone that's in the pool.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it was a semifinal we're supposed to play. So.
Okay.
I don't know when we're supposed to play it now.
Wow, man, I know how that is. It's a
Yeah.
struggle, bro.
And this one, there's no sub, so it's like you have 5 people on
Mm.
at the same time. You can't get a sub, so it's like they said that they could play, and it's like their center said they couldn't, and then they said they could, and it's like then they couldn't, and it was like then they said they can't play tomorrow or Wednesday, so it's like.
So do you guys carry more than 5 people on your team?
No, that's what I'm saying. So for this, it's only 5. Like.
So, but do you usually carry more than 5?
In a different one, yeah.
Yeah.
I usually have like 8 people.
Okay, so total right now, you'll say there's about 8 people on the team that you play for.
On the main team. Yeah.
All right, and what's the name of that team?
CG Sports.
Okay. So, who made the cut? Who didn't? How did you guys decide that? Like going into this tournament, because obviously you guys have, 8 guys, 8 guys that you always play with. So how did?
Yeah. So for this tournament, it was only signed up if you made the draft pool or you're in the league. So I'm not playing with anyone on my original team.
Okay.
And then they had a dude named Poppy Jerome. He's the one who put the team together. So he randomly selected. Once he's seen all the sign-ups or whatever, he put the team together. So I'm playing with like Detox, who played on the Lakers team, and then Charger, another good dude in the draft pool, Smother Reaper, a couple others. So it's all random. So
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Poppy. That's big, man. That's huge. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't. The PlayStation side had a lot more teams, but Xbox only got like 7 teams. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but PlayStation they got like Don playing.
Big con.
Doug,
Big con.
Yeah.
You belong though.
Yeah.
That's why you here today, bro. You belong.
Definitely.
So you said you had 2 interviews today. What were those interviews? Was it related to 2K?
Yeah. So they were with 2 different teams.
Okay.
Just kind of it was my 8th and 9th one, so I've been doing well. Last year I only had 4. So.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So how's that experience been? If you can talk about it.
Yeah.
How's that experience been with them? Calling, giving you these interviews. You said this is your 9th interview right now. You know what I mean? How does that feel, man?
Yeah, it's been great. So pretty much last year, I only had 4 throughout the whole process.
Oh, right.
I was kind of that random that made it through the combine, but didn't play. I barely played Pro-Am and stuff like that competitively. So kind of for me, it was like, this year I knew I wanted to really get in the Pro-Am scene, start playing all that. So it kind of like paid off. I got my name out there now. So teams recognize me.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a different experience than last year.
Yeah. So you had a good experience last year as well, at least I would say.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people even experienced what you experienced last year, And I know you were, a nice name last year as well. How did it feel, man, going to the draft, and not hearing your name called?
Yeah, it was kind of, it sucked. I wasn't too down because there was still a part of me that didn't feel like I deserved it yet because I'd put my time in Pro-Am. I didn't really expect to even make it that far. So it was just like, I played the combine. I really just took like advice from like Nacho, people that put out videos on how to make it through the combine.
Yeah.
And then once I made it through, it was just kind of like, all right, now we're here. Like we got interviews. I didn't really know how to go about it. I'm like, I've never really played in these leagues. I didn't keep no film before, so it was like, can't really expect to get drafted without doing enough. So it was really, it sucked, but it was a cool experience being at the draft. There's seeing people there, stuff like that.
Definitely. Who were some of the people that you met? Anybody that stick out?
Yeah, a couple was like Mo. He was on the Mavs. I had played like pickups with him before the draft last year.
Okay.
So I met him in person. Oakland Rose, dude from PlayStation, and that was kind of he was with same agent, 558, same agent. So I met him the first time out there, and I was pretty much with him most of the draft.
Okay.
So kind of just following him now. He's back in the fold again, stuff like that. So,
okay.
And then Mailman 2K, met him out there, played with him a few times. So it was cool.
Okay. Okay. So you said agent. Your agency, and I was going to ask you about that. Because I seen Oakland Rose. Me and Oakland, that's my boy. I know Oakland Rose is represented by them, and I never really asked them what they were about, but go into a little bit of detail with me about what is, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's ACD, correct?
Yep, ACD.
What is ACD doing for you? Like, who is ACD?
The guy who runs is a guy named Chris. He used to, has a basketball background. He coached basketball, stuff like that. So that's kind of what really interested me when he reached out. He reached out to me last year. It was towards the end of the process, so it was just kind of like a late push to try to get my name out there, and then just being able to help me if I were to make the league. Anything helps a lot. So then that was kind of when we first talked to him, and he was just starting up his whole agency, so he had pros overseas, actual basketball players. Stuff like that. So we didn't get anyone that was in the league for him. Kind of since then, always have talks, helping me just kind of come up with ideas, put my name out there. I think a lot of it, like, I have a lot of ideas. It's kind of sometimes we'll talk and like he'll ask me, okay, what have I been thinking? It's like I already got these ideas, and he's like, yeah, most of it I was kind of thinking the same thing. So it's just another person in your corner to help you out, keep putting out your name, market yourself, and then. Obviously, once I feel like if I make it, then they're able to help me with legal stuff, different things like that.
Yeah. So, is ACD a place where somebody can reach out to them? Like, if a player is interested in being represented, obviously you have to be at a certain level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't just be an average Joe. But can you? I mean, you tell me how does that work? How do they go and select? You know what I mean? Their players. I know they got you on Oakland Rose. I know you guys are at the top of the crop. So I'm assuming they're only going for, top players in the community. Is that correct?
Yeah, I would say that. And then I think for them, just kind of like they really look for like different like character stuff like that. So when they reached out to me, I wasn't a top name in the community, playing wise. I think they just kind of see my story, character wise. Obviously a basketball background, so that's kind of where it's kind of perfect match. And then I would say different people reach out. I know now they got someone with this is Slim who played with the Raptors before in the league, so I think that's the first league player that's represented by them. But I think it's just kind of character is really the main thing of it.
Okay. And how long have you been with them?
So since the end of last year, it was just kind of, a deal with, if I make the league or not, and then kind of just, we stayed in talks again. Like, even though technically I wasn't signed with them since then, it was just kind of, they still held me out in my corner and stuff like that.
So you're signed with them now?
Yeah.
It's official. Perfect. Okay, that's cool, man. I was always curious on what they did. I seen their name a lot, and I know they represent nothing but talented players, and then I see them in your bio. I'm like, okay, who are these guys? So that's cool, man. That's cool. So tell me about the Texas ticket. That was huge for you, man. How was that experience, man? Take me through that.
Yeah. So the crazy part for this was, kind of at the beginning of the year, once they announced they're having team tournaments, I was just like, this would be a great opportunity for me to just get my name out there. Since I wasn't really known, exposure, being on a network, meet people. And then so my team couldn't go, so I'm like, I'm scrambling looking for a team. I'm posting every day, like, if anyone needs this. So I didn't get on a team for a while. And then like probably about a month before CG Sports, so the team I'm with now, they're like, we need a power forward. Someone dropped out or whatever, so I reached out to them. Had someone grind a build for me. Never played power forward in prime before, and then kind of, a week before played with them in a militia tournament. That was the only time I played with them, and then kind of went out there. Obviously, ended up winning, but it was just kind of a great experience playing on stage. It's crazy, a lot of trash talk.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I did a lot of adrenaline.
Oh yeah.
I felt like I was talking more than. I felt like I was talking a lot more than just, when I'm playing in my room. I was like, talking too much.
Okay.
There was a lot of trash talk. It was fun though. It was definitely.
So you don't back down from that.
You're
ready for all the smoke, right?
Yeah, I felt like I was vocal, just getting everyone riled up. I felt like I was the vocal leader for my team, and then kind of, I'm talking, and then my lock Muncho and center Ben, they started talking, and it was fun. Man.
That's crazy, man. So who were some of the guys? I know you named too. Who were the other players that were?
Yeah, so our point guard was Cuban. He actually got the spot from running in with us. So he got in the draft pool. So he's in the draft pool. Our shooting guard was Mamba top 5. He actually made the draft pool, but he didn't make the cut when they did the interviews and stuff like that. And then our lock is Muncho, so he didn't make the pool. Or Ben, our center, he goes by competitive, but he didn't make the draft pool either. But I think those are two really good players. I think if they make the pool for season 4, they'll probably get in. They're top notch.
Yeah. It's crazy that you say that. Speaking of Cuban, I had reached out to him, and I asked him, I said, "Hey man, what you think about this guy, Bobby Jones, man? Tell me what you think." And this is what he said, bro. He said, he's always going to bring the X factor to the team. Right? He's a high energy individual with a strong will and ability to lead. He said he'll be the energy for the outside the box thoughts. He said sometimes the team needs to get over the hump. He said you're the guy that does that. He says your basketball IQ is on a different level and definitely one of the best teammates he's ever played with. Like, how do you feel about that? And this is your teammate talking about you. I didn't tell him to say this stuff. I just said, tell me about this guy, man. What's up?
Yeah, so I didn't even know that I know you had talked to him or anything like that. So, it's just kind of, great to hear that. I got a lot of respect for Cuban, just kind of playing with him. He's definitely someone, who listens a lot, some of the community, the people's hard to listen. So he's been great to play with. I think for me, I think that's something I really pride myself in, just kind of being a great teammate, being a leader. Sometimes I'll even call plays out, from the corner. Most corners don't call plays out, but kind of, I see things, call game winners for our team, stuff like that. But, he's been great. I hope he gets in the league. I think it'll be great. Just especially for him, just, being someone who really listens. I've seen him, grow since I've played with him since November and kind of since then.
So, Mamba just checked in for me too. I reached out to him. He said you're a great leader, you're a great guy, has a good sense of humor. So I guess you got the jokes. He said you're very dedicated, very smart and knowledgeable about the game of basketball in general. And I reached out to a couple of other people as well, and everybody is pretty consistent with your knowledge of basketball, your basketball IQ. I know you're heavily involved with GCU. Does that help you out, with this 2K stuff? How does that play a role in helping you out with that? Because obviously you're getting this basketball IQ from somewhere, right? So where did you get it? Where did that come from?
I think it's part of it. Something I've kind of always had growing up. Just playing basketball, I was always kind of, I was never like really, I couldn't jump higher than anyone, wasn't faster than anyone, didn't have the greatest jumper, couldn't dribble really, but kind of, I was always really smart when it came to the game. So like, I made the all-section second team as a senior, averaged like 18 points per game, all-star, stuff like that. But it was more, I felt like just outsmarted people. It was kind of weird. Just kind of, I knew how to get to my spots. I knew like good shots, where things were kind of happening. And then once I got to GCU, I'm thinking I'm this smart basketball guy, and just kind of, at the next level, there's so much more, whether it's rotations, plays, just kind of so much more going into it. And I think that's kind of definitely taken it to another level where, I'm watching the Timberwolves and the Warriors, teams like that in the 2K league, and they're running plays that we run at GCU. So I kind of seen that transition, or a lot of like the defensive rotation and stuff like that. I'm seeing in practice, I'm like, that's the same in 2K. It just kind of called something different, or people are doing it without realizing like that's an actual rotation in basketball. So like kind of stuff like that, it makes it easy for me to transition onto 2K. So I think it definitely helps.
So how much are you involved with GCU?
Yeah, so
what's your role there? What do you do?
Yeah, so technically I'm a student manager, so kind of with that, my first 2 years, or really my first year, it was kind of, you know, you're learning the different things. So mostly you're just kind of, you know, you're doing the team laundry, you're passing out water bottles,
you don't got no problem with that, right?
Yeah, like it's not a problem. Like I knew for me the reason why I became a manager because I knew I wanted to get into coaching, so I'm gonna be around the team. I'm gonna learn from the coaches. You know, Dan Marley, NBA player, NBA All-Star as a coach. So just a lot of basketball knowledge. So really, you know, I'm gonna do whatever just to be around, and then kind of, you know, as the coaches start trusting me more, you get more responsibility. So my second year, that's when I really got involved. I started doing film, so I'm coding games from our, you know, upcoming teams, helping with scouting reports, kind of stuff like that. So you know, I'm learning all our plays. You know, ball screen coverages, stuff like that, what other teams are running. I do a lot of film stuff, so kind of just being able to, I learned that. I'll shout out our video coordinator is a guy named Matt Lopez. So he actually started as a manager my freshman year with me. He was older, so he went to JUCO, but he, so my sophomore year, my second year is his last year as a manager, but he took over the video responsibilities. So that's when I kind of really helped him. He taught me everything.
Really?
Yeah, so
Matt Lopez.
Yeah, so
shout out to Matt Lopez.
Yeah, so then, he taught me all the film stuff, and then now after being a manager, he became full time with our staff as a video coordinator. So he's still there. I still help him out and stuff like that. So yeah, he really taught me a lot of the film stuff. So
as busy as the guy you are, Division I, GCU, it's a big school, you know, guys. Huge vibe, big vibe. For anybody that doesn't know, GCU, big vibe. I mean, they've really been turning that program around. Bobby Bucket's a guy as busy as you, man. Where do you get the time to play 2K, man? How are you playing 2K, traveling with the team everywhere, you know what I mean? State to state, every week. How are you doing this, man?
Yeah, it's just kind of, you know, just finding time for it. I felt like last year, I definitely prioritized being with the team a lot more. Just kind of, you know, if something, say I had a series or, you know, it's helping out the workout, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go help with the workout. Like, that's my main responsibility. And then kind of once, you know, I made it through the draft pool, went to the draft, kind of like, this is something I can do. So then now, obviously, I committed more to playing 2K, you know, at nights. Maybe I'm missing a couple workouts because I'm playing or something like that. But we have other managers who are helping out too, so that kind of takes some off my plate this year. Since they all support me and stuff like that, so they realize that, you know, I got to be able to put more time into this. So really, I'm pretty much always playing at night now. If we're on the road, sometimes I'll bring my Xbox so I can play. I'm playing on hotel Wi-Fi and stuff like that. So it's tough. I definitely wish I could play more.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Oh man, you really that nice? Hotel Wi-Fi, huh?
It's tough. But sometimes, you know, it's tough. It's
West Coast at that, right?
Yeah, and West Coast. So,
Come
you know,
on, man.
Yeah, so it's definitely tough, but you know, you got to put the time in. I wish I could put more time in, but still just trying to be able to manage school, working with the team, and playing. It's kind of tough, but.
And those guys really support you, huh?
Yeah, they support me.
So you told them what you were doing and everything?
Yeah, they know what I'm doing. They all support me. You know,
they familiar with it?
Somewhat. I think now that they understand it more than, you know, last year. It was kind of like, what? Like,
Dan Marley as well. He under.
Sometimes, so like, yeah. So he actually, you know, last year, you know, they're like, wow, you going to the draft for this? And then, you know, I didn't get drafted, so they're kind of joking with me and stuff. But like, they'll bring it up and stuff. Like, they understand it.
Right.
It's kind of funny. I was helping with. I helped with a guy named Phil Beckner. He's a Damian Lillard's trainer. Okay. And so I was helping with a workout for him, and he's all like, he goes to Damian, like, yeah, you know, this guy's like really nice at 2K or whatever. And then so like, then Damian Lillard's talking about, you know, 2K League and talking about their team and stuff. And talking about it. So, you know, it's kind of cool just hearing people talk about it.
Definitely.
People are, you know, it's kind of hard for people to understand at first, but I think, you know, in a few years, it's kind of going to be normal at that point.
So, when you make it, you know, where does where does your position go at GCU? Where do you go? Has that discussion been had? You know what I mean? If they got a spot for you, you know what I mean? If, you know, stuff doesn't go well, like how's that going to work out?
Yeah, so for that, obviously they know about it, so I'll commit to, you know, being in the league full time. Whatever team drafts me, I'll move with them whenever. So it kind of works out perfect because I'm a graduate this semester. I only got one class, so as long as my teacher, appreciate that. So as long as my teacher works with me, I won't have to worry about that. And then kind of just being able to just kind of, you know, I just won't be with them no more, so supporting and stuff like that. But they kind of know. Obviously, being a manager, it's not like I'm full time. It's not my full time job with them. You know, I'm not on staff or anything like that. I'm just kind of, you know, student manager, student assistant. So
okay. And do you do anything else outside of any other work? Do you have another job?
My freshman and sophomore year, I was working security at the Cardinal Stadium. So I actually worked the football games on the sidelines. I was working the Final Four that was here, the Fiesta Bowl, stuff like that. And then this past year, I started driving for Lyft.
Okay.
So mainly in the summer, I haven't driven as much lately, but kind of just when I needed some money, go turn the app on and start driving.
Turn it on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, you know, with doing all of that, you know, as far as the Lyft and, you know, GCU and security, which job did you like the best out of all of them?
I would say definitely working with GCU.
Yeah.
Just kind of being around basketball, being around the team, helping. I think it's definitely cool. Traveling, you know, this year we went to the Virgin Islands on a trip. And, you know, I'm never going to the Virgin Islands without that. Dope. And then last year I got to go to the Bahamas. So like we stayed at Atlantis and stuff like that. So like it's a lot of opportunities and stuff that, you know, I never would have thought of if I wasn't working with them. Yeah, it's been crazy. So I was gonna say that even though it's technically not a paid position, I just get scholarship money. So that's nice. Help pay for school. But, it's definitely, you know, I love doing it. It's something I enjoy. So it's been great.
Okay. So tell me about your personal life outside of this. Like, what are you doing when you're not playing 2K? You know, what are you doing when you're not with GCU, when you're not traveling? What are you doing? You have some time to yourself. I mean, if you can do anything you want, what are you doing?
Yeah, for me, I still play basketball a little bit. So whether it's like intramurals, we'll play like manager games against other schools and stuff like that. So I'm still playing basketball. Watch some shows like Power, Netflix, stuff like that. Go out every once in a while, you know, being in college, definitely.
Okay. You got a girlfriend?
Not anymore. I had one last year, but you know, not anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, you broke up with her or what? You got too big for her or what?
That's a long story.
Okay.
It was nothing bad. It just didn't end up working out.
Yeah.
It was pretty much all last year though. So.
Okay. So, man, tell me about this behind the back stuff that's going on in 2K. Like, how do you feel about that move?
Yeah, I think definitely.
You took it away.
I took it away. I think it's definitely something that was. It wasn't. I wouldn't say unguardable. It's just kind of something that kind of, you know, gets repetitive when people just spamming the same move. I think it definitely makes some people look better than what they really were.
Okay.
So I think, you know, without it, you can see the kind of the separation between, you know, top PGs that can still pass, can still score without it, and then kind of, you know, teams are getting more creative offensively, using more other players on the court, not just, you know, pick and roll, spamming the same move. So I think from you know, a viewer perspective, it kind of is better without it. I know most people are mad, but I think some people are kind of seeing that, okay, it's kind of better without it. I think with it, it's just kind of the thing that made it so bad was, you know, defenders get stunned, so you can't even move no more. Like, so it's like you just abuse the move, like they can't move. It's like, so I think if they took the stun away and the behind the back was still there, I think it would have been fine with that at the same time. So. But I mean, I think regardless, it's still fun to play. I think just you gotta adjust or however the game is. Right.
So top five PGs after the patch. Top 5 PGs. Go.
You saying anyone?
After the patch.
Anybody, really, player, stuff like that.
Anybody. And if it's And if it's, you know, if it's somebody that's not in the league or not in the top 150 that you feel, you know what I mean, is up there, go ahead. Go ahead and name this. You got the floor. It's your opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the top. No, I'm gonna give you 2 top 3. I'm gonna give you top 3. Just league PGs. I would definitely say Mama with the Blazers, Fab with the Celtics, and Radiant with the Sixers. I would just say those are definitely the best. Kind of, you know, playing against Fab this year. You know, he was just, you know, when we played him, he just took over the game defensively. Like, he's guarding ball, getting steals. Like, it was ridiculous. So he's really good. Playing against Mama, he's a really good scorer and passer. And then Radiant, I haven't played against him, but just kind of watching, like, he's just next level. And then I would say top PGs that aren't in the league. I would say one of them definitely JBM. Just kind of, you know, watching him play. You know, he did not play on the BP build. I think he's definitely, you know, a great passer, can adjust, stuff like that. And then Duck, who I think he's been really good playing with greatness. They've always been running for him. So I think he's been really good. And then I would say the third one is kind of someone who's more on the rise is Kelly. He won the Xbox WR season, and then kind of. I played against him at the beginning of the year, and I thought he was good, but kind of now he's like, you know, he's really improved, taking him to the next level. He's been playing good, so I would say those are top 3.
Okay, that's big. So, what's your primary position? I see you made a tweet saying you're going back to lock. Is that because the patch, the behind the back's not there? Like, what's going on?
Nah, so pretty much, I would say right now, just for the most known and main position is power forward now. It's kind of, you know, the position I probably played the least. But I'll say power forward 1. I think I've just being able to make plays defensively, shooting well. Definitely love playing power forward. I would say lock 2nd. That's kind of, you know, what I played before, and kind of I played lock a little bit at the beginning of the year, and then pretty much it's kind of just happened that I didn't like my lock build that I had that I was using at the beginning of the build of the year. So when I tried to play some lock, I was like, I need a different build. So I had someone grab me a new build, and my lock build just got done just in time when the patch when they patched the patch. So I'm like, hey, it's perfect timing. So for me, I just wanted to get more reps in showing I can play lock. So I feel like I can play 3 through 5. So, you know, that's why I've been playing, you know, in this, you know, Raise Your Stock tournament, playing lock. Sometimes we play matchups, I play lock with my WR team, but those would say are my 2 primary lock and power forward. I think I can play at elite level in the league. And then center, I feel like I can play. I think I definitely need to improve some offensively on center. Just, I think matching is something I gotta just improve. I think on a popper, I'm there. Defensively, I'm there. I just think, you know, being able to match on the inside. It's just a different type of reads that you have to be able to make, and kind of when you can go pump fake and stuff like that.
Okay. So who's this guy, man? You keep saying people grinding your build too. Is that we gotta give them some type of credit, right? You can't trust everybody out there. Who's out there? Who is this guy? Or a girl? It could be a girl.
Yeah. So for my power forward at the beginning of the year, when I wanted to play in Dallas, my guy Finesse.
Finesse. Okay.
So he. I actually started playing pro with him last year in beginning of 19. First time I started playing pro, and he was, you know, so me and him kind of went through it all together all last year. And the beginning of this year, we were playing together. So kind of, you know, he had time. He did a favor for me. He was able to do it. And then this last one, it was just kind of a guy that reached out, or that said he can grind the bill. So I reached out and kind of, you know, paid him to do it, and he just got it done.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he reached out to you first.
Well, he just said, he had reached out to me. I just know him. I don't even know how I know him, but kind of just talking to him, playing with him a couple times. And then he just was able to, you know, someone said he grinded bills. I was like, oh, you want to do a bill for me? And they kind of, you know, paid him to do it and got it done.
Okay. So how does it feel, man, showing up on these mock drafts and stuff, you know, up on people's mock drafts? You got the Big West, you know, Lawrence, you know what I mean? It looks like he happy with, you know, this selection. It's like, how does that make you feel, you know, because not everybody is showing up on mock drafts. I mean, do you care about that? What's going on with that?
Yeah, I would definitely say it was something cool. Just because that was actually the first time I've ever been on a mock draft.
Okay.
You know, the first time I was on like a list was like a top 10 underrated or sleeper last year. Not, it was after the draft. It was just kind of, you know, sleeper to watch for next year or whatever. That was the first time I've ever been on a list, and it's kind of, you know, being on a mock draft this year, it's kind of just cool to see, you know, my name seen. Obviously, it doesn't matter besides the real draft in that sense, but it's cool, you know, people start seeing the name, like, who's that? You know, kind of just when they seen it, you just, some people are like, who is that? Like, never heard of him, and it's just kind of something to see my name. Well, I think it was definitely cool to see. Definitely kind of shows that, you know, I put in some work where my name is at least somewhat recognized.
Big work.
Yeah, probably not where I want it, but it's definitely different.
Okay. How many hours are you putting in? You
know? Yeah, I would say right now probably like 4 to 5 hours a night. I wish I could play more, but obviously traveling and stuff like that.
So with those 4 to 5 hours, you know, and some 2K league coaches gonna be watching this video. So for those 4 to 5 hours, are you practicing? Are you know, practicing on your jump shot, or are you just going straight into games and tournaments?
Yeah, usually it's just going straight into games.
So you gotta be ready.
Yeah, so
So you ready at any time?
Yeah, I gotta
be ready for battle.
I just gotta be ready. You know, going. Sometimes I'm loading up. I might be doing something. Got to load up, play a tournament or something like that. So it's definitely hard that way. Just not being able to, you know, sometimes not being able to get warm ups or just being able to play. But I think it's something that I do well. Really, just being able to play at any time, being ready and then locked in. Just being able to be focused on the game. And then just something. You know, I feel like I wish I could play more earlier in the day, but at the same time too, I kind of earlier in the day sometimes, you know, I'll post games to YouTube or I'll watch some film, watch programs, stuff like that when I have time. So it's not like that's the only time I ever watch or study or anything like that. So.
Right. All the games are at night, huh? You don't ever see an 8 in the morning game.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe on the weekends every once in a while, but most of the time it's all at night. So it kind of works out. For the most part.
Okay, that's cool. So, you know, what are you going to be able to offer these 2K league teams? You know, obviously there's people that are big interested in you. You know what I mean? You put in the work. You obviously show a lot of passion. People respect you. You know what I mean? So that's big. I know that plays a lot of part. You got to have the respect of your peers and stuff. I know that's huge. So what are you going to be able to offer these 2K league teams? I know what everybody else is saying, but what are you going to be able to offer to these 2K league teams? Yeah,
I would definitely say for just someone who's a leader. I feel like I'm a natural leader. I've always been a leader, you know, playing basketball growing up. Just kind of with everything I do, whether it's 2K, you know, just being able to be a vocal leader. Kind of something that was crazy for me to see was when we were playing in Dallas. Fab made a tweet just about our team, and he's all like, you know, kind of saying, you know, giving us props for, you know, it's a well put together team, and he kind of went into detail about everyone's role with the team. And he kind of said for me, you know, Bobby's the vocal leader and kind of does all the small things. And it's kind of just crazy for someone, you know, Fab being top
it's huge.
Just to say that, and kind of that's the you know, one of the first time I played with C, so it's kind of like just being able to step in and be that vocal leader and have an impact like that, and then kind of others to see that, and kind of the first time they've seen me, just seeing that I'm able to be a leader, vocal, just by watching the stream. So I think that's something I can bring. Obviously, the basketball IQ, I think, is different from, you know, most players in the league. Most players are in the pool as well. That kind of, you know, the actual basketball IQ that kind of translates. And then, you know, being able to say I'm a six man, being able to do film, game plan for teams. You know, I was in the running for 2 coaching jobs, so kind of, you know, that's something not a lot of people can say. You know, make scout videos, put together, you know, preparing for teams. Some people, you know, a lot of people say they watch film, but kind of, you know, sometimes it's not as easy as just, you know, watching one. You have to watch for it, how to break it down, exactly, how to evaluate it. So I think those are definitely things that stand out. And just like playing wise, just doing the little things. You know, I'm not worried about how many points I got, how many points my man scored. You know, I just try to win. So just kind of being competitive and, you know, trying to win as a team.
Okay. So I'm curious, man. A guy like you, because you're playing a lot of tournaments, right? A lot, right? How much does you know, and we're gonna include tournaments, you know, the money that you spend in, the these players and stuff, how much does a guy like you spend on 2K in a year?
Yeah, honestly, I don't even want to know because like I'll probably be mad. Like, dang, like I could have done something else with that. But playing like it's probably. If
I'm gonna give you a number. Is it gonna be higher than 4,000?
4,000? I would say less than 4,000.
Less than 4,000.
I would say probably for this year, for this 2K, I probably spent around. See, paying for my bills would be grinded. I would say maybe a little under $1,000.
A little under 1,000.
Little
Okay.
under.
What's the highest? What's your highest year? That you spent? What would you say?
I would say probably around 1,000. Like I don't know, because it kind of adds up slowly. But like this year, the most I probably spent was on my bills getting grinded.
Okay.
So I probably spent almost close to probably a little under 500 just on like 3 bills getting grinded, stuff like that. And then the VC. Probably at the beginning of the year, that's probably like another 100. No, I probably spent like $200 on VC, so that's like $650.
You get VC a lot.
Not as much anymore, but at the beginning of the year, that's making bills and stuff like definitely spending that first 100.
So it's really got Bobby buckets. It's Bobby money, right? Bobby big money, right?
Yeah, so,
that's really what they should be calling you, right?
Yeah. So so that's probably close to 1,000. I never thought about that.
That's crazy, and I know people. It's sad to say, I know people that's not even on your level that's spending way more than that.
Yeah.
For instance, me. I'm not even close to your level, and I'm not gonna even put a number on it because my girl gonna be watching this. But yeah, man. So that's crazy. So that's a pretty respectable number, but it's still a lot. But it's what you love. It's worth the investment.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how I looked at it this year. It's all investment. So I think it's definitely helped. One thing for me, last year, at the end of the year, I was spending money on my team. Because I'm thinking,
okay.
when they came out with that tournament, like the 250K or whatever last year, I'm like, all right, I need to get my team. I need to play my team. I need these cards.
Get this here.
So I'm spending for packs. I'm not getting the cards I want. So this year, I'm like, I'm not playing my team. I'm not spending no money.
You gotta tell yourself that.
Because I'm like, I can't spend with these dudes who have more money than me that got every card. That's what my team turned into. Whoever got the best cards.
You gotta tell yourself that, man. I'm gonna tell you this. And it's my confession, bro. I'm addicted to my team, bro. I'm addicted, bro. So and I don't have, the fancy cards, but I got some nice cards. You know what I mean? My boy, shout out to my boy, my creative director behind the set right now. He got the my team as well. Man, we go crazy spending money on that, man. Like it's ridiculous. So you really do got to tell yourself, like, I'm not going to do it. Like, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, this year I have not touched my team. The beginning of
last
year.
Go into it because you got free packs. I know you got that $100 version.
I don't know. I didn't touch it. I didn't open my team. I'm not opening no free packs to get me. Oh man, I got this. I got this. Who's on the cover this year? Anthony Davis card this year. I want an Allen Iverson card now. Right. I'm gonna go buy this. Nope, I'm not touching it. I haven't opened it. Yeah. I probably have 30 free packs in there from pre-order. I'm not opening it.
Right. So a little bit, man. Just a little bit on the my team before I let you go, man. So you find that a lot of, because at least for me, I want you to tell me, do you find like a lot of competitive pro-am players have like my team like on the side that they like to play, like to get away from the game sometimes?
Yeah, I think a lot of them, there's definitely a lot of pro-am players, league players that play. I think a lot was for that, that 250K tournament. So it's kind of like, dang, I can win all this money just off one tournament. So it's like, they got me last year, so I'm like, I can do it. But I'm like, now I don't got the money. Obviously, the league players, they got the money to buy packs and stuff like that. So for me, I'm like, I'm not.
Did you qualify last year?
No, I didn't qualify. At the beginning of the year, I was playing, I was spending money, and then it's like, I just couldn't keep up. And then obviously, dudes are getting these Galaxy Opal cards, and I'm over here with my Ruby cards, and I'm thinking are nice.
They flooded that market with the Galaxy Opals at the end of the year.
Yeah, so I was like, I give up. So I threw it down. I'm like, I can't.
Nah, I feel you, man. So before I let you go, bro, anybody you want to shout out, special shout out to, I know you don't got no lady or nothing. Anybody you want to shout out, anybody on your mind?
Yours. I got a few people. I'll definitely say, shout out to my family first.
Okay.
Dad, mom, brothers and sisters.
Definitely. Big shout out to moms and pops.
Yeah, back from, I got some family in Chicago, but most of my immediate family live in Northern California. past Sacramento.
Okay.
Definitely shout out to my GCU basketball family.
Definitely.
Coaches. They've helped me a lot, and then all our other managers. I might, they're probably gonna watch it, so I'm gonna give them names. I got Ethan. He's probably one of my biggest supporters out of
one of the biggest.
Everyone.
Okay. Shout out to Ethan. Shout out to Ethan.
My guy Bryce. He does a lot of visual stuff. He's helped me put together videos. He actually come with me to the draft. So
okay.
Yeah, so he's fine. Yeah, he's good with Photoshop, graphic design. He makes a lot of different edits and stuff. So I don't know if you've seen that picture that went viral. Obviously, recipes Kobe, but with Kobe and Nipsey, he made that. So the picture he's the one who made that and put that together. So yeah, so he's nice with it. He also made the. Have you seen last year when the Raptors won that Drake picture with the trophy like Jordan?
I didn't see that. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so it's like he photoshopped Drake holding the trophy like Jordan when he's like crying with the trophy.
What?
So he put Drake in it and he photoshopped. He's nice with it. Drake posted it on his IG and stuff like that. So
man.
Yeah, shout out to him.
I have to talk to him, man.
Yeah, he's nice. He's probably one of the best.
Okay.
Let's see, other managers, Travis, my roommate, he's been a manager with me 4 years. Noah, my guy, Matt Huss, he's the comedian of our manager.
The comedian,
yeah,
okay.
He got all the jokes. My guy Cody, we kind of joke around.
Okay.
Josh, Jacob, so there's a lot of great dudes. They all support me. They're all cool. Who else I say? Obviously my pro-am teammates, Cuban, Munch, Ben. My guy Finesse, obviously I already mentioned him earlier. My guy Jump, he's a young. He's gonna be in the draft next year in season 4. I think he's gonna be a top PG next year. So we gonna wait out for him.
Jump.
Yeah, he goes by Jumper.
Jumper.
Yeah,
Okay.
So
okay.
I think he'll be top for season 4. I think he's gonna be top. That's what I think off the top of my head. I know a lot of people forget. So.
It's all right. It's all right, man. Hey, if you forget somebody, it's all right, bro.
No, I know they be like, oh man, I ain't get a shout out, man.
That's all good, man. But hey, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you for coming through and really appreciate your time. I know we were going back and forth, you know what I mean, trying to set up very busy guys. So I appreciate you for coming through, sticking to your word. Shout out to my guy, behind the camera, Shibuki on Twitter, Nays the Mortgage Man, my creative director. He's everything, my best friend. So shout out to him for making this working again, man. We appreciate you for coming, bro.
Yeah, definitely appreciate you having me out here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's my identity? Yeah.